Stanford Erickson, editorial director of Chiropractic Economics. This is the Saturday, the Sunday, the last day of the show here in Florida, and I'm with Charlie Dahl, and he's with Footmaxx, and you have a new product. Is that not so, sir?
We do, actually. It's a new orthotic that it's called Footmaxx. There contains two materials, basically. One that increases stamina or boosts stamina and helps with healing, and the other that will take care of the odor of the foot and the perspiration.
Now, this is for an athlete. Is this not so?
It's called Footmaxx to enhance performance, so it'll enhance performance for the athlete and also for your average user.
There are a lot of people like me that want to be an athlete. It's good for them too.
Yeah, there's a lot of us that want to be athletes, so absolutely.
Now, it's more sturdy than most of their products. Is that not so?
As far as sturdiness, the module can be anywhere from a rigid module, which would be for somebody that would be an athlete, your weekend warrior, and those types of people. But if somebody can't tolerate something like that, then we would go to a less rigid, more accommodative type of product. I guess what is most important is the materials that are actually on top of that when we're talking about the actual features of the product. So that's what's going to make the difference.
Mm-hmm. Now, what's this little gadget you have down here?
What we have here is a pressure force plate, and essentially what we're having people do is, and we've been doing this for a long time, you walk a patient over the force plate, and what we're doing is capturing the foot in motion. Mm-hmm. So we're the market leader in weight-bearing dynamic scanning, and that leads to prescription orthotic. So that patient could be ordered a Footmaxx for performance, or if they're a diabetic, or for whatever reason, arthritis, and those types of maladies.
So if I'm a patient, you would have me walk on this, right?
Absolutely. We'd have you walk over this, and we're going to capture the pressures on the plantar surface of your foot, and we can also tell how your foot is functioning biomechanically.
And then that goes on that little computer screen?
Exactly. It comes up here, and what it's actually showing is the pressures on the plantar surface of the foot. It's showing how that gait line is for that patient. Is that patient an overpronator? Are they an oversupinator? And can also tell them other factors that come into play as to how that foot is functioning after the heel strikes the ground. What's happening when the forefoot is happening at the correct time? Is the heel lift coming at the correct time? And are maximum forefoot pressures coming at the right time?
Now I'm going to walk, and you watch there, and you tell me what's wrong with my feet, okay?
Certainly will. Alrighty, that's how easy it is. Just walking over with the mat, walking dynamically. What we're capturing here is, obviously, this is the patient's right foot and the left foot. What I can do is I can put this into motion, and even though that looked like a static footprint previously, what we're looking at now is your stance phase of gait from heel strike to toe off, where red indicates the peak pressures, and then we're going to look at the timing of those scans. So when, again, is your forefoot loading? When is heel lift coming? And then when is the maximum forefoot load?
And what about the left foot?
We're going to do the exact same thing with the left foot, and obviously they have separate factors because most people aren't symmetrical, so we can look at that information. We can also go into a 3D graph and show what's happening there. We can show you specific parts of your foot and how those are functioning comparative to the norm, and also do other gait analysis from that aspect. And if we wanted to, we could also actually, if you had been scanned previously, we can actually compare your previous scan to this scan to see how orthotics are helping you.
Now, if a doctor of chiropractic wants to interact with you and get educated, how might they do that?
Well, we have a direct sales force that could come out and demonstrate the product to you. Once you have the system and once you purchase the system, we can be educating you a number of ways. One would be online. We can certainly do that. And the other way would be directly with our sales representatives. We have clinical services, technical support, so all the factors that come into play to help that clinician maximize the benefits for their patients.
And what is the website?
It's Footmaxx.com. It's Footmaxx.com.
Should they ask for Charlie?
Sure, ask for Charlie. I'll make sure I direct him to the correct person.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you so much.